Alrighty, Jacqueline. It has been a pleasure speaking to you and chatting with you so far this morning. We did briefly go over the job itself. I would love for you, Jacqueline, to kind of let me know a little bit more as far as your professional experience, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. The majority of my work history has been in the clerical field. I've been a receptionist, switchboard operator, loan mortgage loan processor, and the majority of my day involved putting information into a database and also retrieving information from a database, uh, requesting paperwork from employers, paperwork from banks, and taking all this information, scanning it, making a file for it, saving it, making reports at the end of the week as to how far each case had gone. What did I get back from the clients? What did I get back from banks? Um, I also had to have kind of a relationship with the title
Mhm.
companies, because as soon as we would get a client, we would have to request information. So that meant that I was on the phone back and forth with them. Could you send me this? Oh, here, I'm sending you this paper. And then every client had a spreadsheet, kind of like in Excel. I would give them each a file. And as it progressed, I would put in the information so that the mortgage broker at the end of the process would be able to take that information and present it to the title company, to the banks that were going to give them the loan, and also bring all that paperwork over to the closings.
Perfect.
I interpreted a lot of conversations for for most of my bosses. I also served as a mediator in interpreting paperwork. My boss was also sorry,
No worries.
in the office there was another person that was a notary public, so she would notarize paperwork that came in. I also had to, photocopy that, scan it, put it into their file, screen it. I was basically on Word, Excel. A few times we had to do PowerPoint. It wasn't an everyday thing, but I did get to use it, I would say 30% of the time.
Awesome.
What else?
Yeah, no, I can kind of go from there. You've gave me a beautiful outline as far as what your experience is and what you briefly done in those roles. You have extensive administrative skills. You've worked as a customer service rep. You were the receptionist, again, customer service, and the fuel assistant, where you were handling, multiple phone calls throughout the day. I want to touch base as far as the phone calls, right? Because as a receptionist, we know that you're going to be dealing with the phone calls, the emails, the correspondence, having to multitask with greeting customers or clients, or whomever may come into the building. So, tell me, how would you organize yourself throughout the day to ensure that you're meeting, expectations?
When I was employed by Fairland Corporation,
Mm-hmm.
they're a property management company. So they had, at the time that I was employed, they had 67 properties that they managed.
Oh, wow.
Each property had 300 buildings. Each building had about 400 tenants. So on the first of the month, it would go crazy in that office. So my duties were to answer the phone, to answer emails, to forward anything that the managers deemed really important and immediately has to be done. I would be photocopying the leases for them. So, like I said, all those properties, all those people, So I had to copy all of that, get it stapled, get it done, pack it up in boxes so that when they came, they could just walk into the office, have the maintenance staff pick it up and take it to them. Um, Meanwhile, while I'm doing all of this, I'm also receiving rents, looking up on our database the information for the tenant. So while doing that, the mailman comes in, brings me 3 baskets of mail,
Packages.
and in the mail there were bills for each property, for the hallways, for the water, for the whatever it was. So I had to put them. What I decided to do, because before, when I got there at the beginning, everything was all mixed up. So I thought about a plan. I said, listen, if they're, let's say, property 62, okay, so I'm going to separate all the property 62's electric bills, and I'm going to put them together. I'm going to open them up, because that's what I had to do. I opened them up, put them together. I had to staple them, add it up. Mind you, I still have people coming in. I still have the phone going. I still have other things that need to be done. So I felt like I was an octopus, but I enjoyed it, because when it was that busy, I would come in at 7:45 to give myself some time to get coffee or whatever, set up, look at the emails, and basically make a list of the things that I had to complete by the end of the day. So I would come in at 7:45, but in a blink of an eye, it would be 5 o'clock. So when it's fast paced, yes, you get tired. Yes, sometimes you get overwhelmed. But the good thing about that is that time just flies, because you're busy. You're busy doing something. You don't have time to really, think about, oh my God, I gotta go shopping. Or I gotta go do this.
That's
So,
right. It keeps your day busy, that's
yeah,
for sure.
I
And being
enjoyed it.
able to, yeah, that's amazing. And it's very much customer based, right? You're not just a receptionist, right? You're the first person that the client or anyone who walks into the building meets. So, customer service is one of the major things that plays a major role in that
Yes.
position. So what does customer service mean to you, Jacqueline?
To me, customer service means listening to whoever the vendor, client, tenant, whoever it might be, that
Mhm.
comes into a business to request some sort of service, that they should get the attention that I would get if I was in their shoes. So if I like to be treated with respect and I like to be helped out as much as possible, then that's what I try to do to clients. Like, if it was me, this is what I would want for me. So that's how I do business with people.
Absolutely. That was very well said. Jacqueline, I want to know, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I usually like to go like for walks.
Okay.
Um, Lately, as you get older, everything starts breaking down. But um, you go for a walk, you come back with a hip pain. But when I'm not doing that, I'm trying to learn new things.
Yeah.
I get on. I'm not really crazy about podcasts, but sometimes they can be informative. So I found a few that caught my attention. So as I'm walking, I'm
Mhm.
also listening to them. Um,
Awesome.
I'm never still. I'm always doing something.
Yeah. And those are good habits, right? To remain active and also, receiving knowledge. So those are fun hobbies that you've definitely
Mhm.
picked up there, Jacqueline. Tell me, when are you looking to start a new role?
As soon as possible.
As soon as
The-
possible?
There's only 2 dates that I can't commit to, and that would be the 29th, because I have a doctor's appointment.
Sure.
But if I can call them and find out if they can do it over the phone, so that way that won't be a problem.
No worries.
And tomorrow I already had set up a cleaning for a lady,
No
so I have to
worries.
go clean her house tomorrow.
Okay, that's not a problem at all. We'll definitely include that there. Um, And with that, Jacqueline, what are you looking to get out of your next role?
Stability.
Stability.
Stability. That's what I want. I want to be able to um, help out in the sense of letting whoever our clients are know that customer service is still alive and well. That
Yeah.
not everybody brushes you off and sends you to the internet.
Yes, that's right. That's absolutely correct.
Mhm.
That was very well said, Jacqueline. Well, I did enjoy our interview so far this morning. And again, I truly appreciate your time. It's been a pleasure. Jacqueline, yes. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Is there anything I want to add? No, just those two things that
Yeah,
tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow, but Wednesday I'm yours and the 29th, I'll see what I do about that. If you want, I can send you an email and let you
sure.
know.
Yeah,
And
that'll be appreciated.
okay,
Yeah, well, again, it was a pleasure, Jacqueline. I will go
thank
ahead
you.
and stop the recording, but don't hang up on me. You and I will continue to chat off the grid here.
Okay.
All right, thank you.